everybody. It's Parkinson's Walks, therefore it must be Friday then. I've been considering this format that we do here. As you know, I can't do a film every week because my Parkinson's won't allow it. So we have a film one week and then we have this vlog the next week. Is the format appropriate? I don't know really. I mean, when you consider the comments are there for you to read, do they need me reading them out as well? I don't know. Personally, I like sharing the humour with you and saying thank you to those people that had some technical advice or some personal memories. I do like to see that, so it does work. But if you have a view on that, let me know. Let me know if you think the format should change and how it should change, and we'll see. Put your comments in the comments and see if they get read out. Yeah, so we'll give that a shot anyway. We're sticking with the format for now. Jim Nichols from New Zealand. I've been looking at Jim's channel, Jim Nichols' channel. If you click on his avatar in the comment section, take you straight to Jim. He does everything kites. Anything you ever wanted to know about kites, Jim's your man. And he's out there flying very regularly. Very colourful stuff he's got. Some beautiful music. Beautiful music. Well worth a look. Jim Nichols. Right, so Jim was commenting on my Cornwall in the snow video. And he's commenting on my observations. It's just a flurry. That won't last. No, that won't settle. Well, we won't get any here in Padstow. Jim says, just don't apply for a job as a weather forecaster, Ron. Point taken, Jim. Andrew Merriman, our Andrew. You cannot beat a walk in the snow. Everything looks so pretty, and as you found out, you get the walk to yourself. Yes, as my wife would say, not too many idiots are out in this weather. Just me. James Weeks. James and Sumac, who's our official virtual mascot. James lives in Canada and they've been having somewhat of a snowy session this winter. My gosh. And James says, thanks for that. I was really hoping to see some more snow and you didn't disappoint. I love it. And then he goes on to say, by the way, every time I think I might get a camera out and make a short video, you raise the bar even higher with yours. Come on, James, that sounds like an excuse to me. You can do it. Everyone's got to start somewhere. See now, Sumac and James go out, walks all over the place, and Sumac says, hi Ron, hope all is well in your potting shed. Yes, don't worry, we're doing just fine out here. I uploaded a short video of a walk I did yesterday. See, Sumac can do it. James was having trouble with his borrowed phone. Sigh. James, when are you going to join the rest of us in the 21st century, James? Go and buy a phone. Michael from Poland. How are things for you over there, Michael? It's a bit desperate. He says, greetings from Poland. Jim Nichols is quite right. Please don't become a weather forecaster. So I'm a little bit worried about your mental state too. Talking to snowmen? Well, as we've agreed, there's nobody else out there. Might just well talk to the snowmen. Pete Payne. Pete Payne. That reminds me of the late 1960s when we lived at West Watergate, just outside Paul Perro in Cornwall. We had snow on April the 1st. Mum, who was always ahead of the game, early to bed, early to rise, etc., and still is at 95, it's true, woke us with the news that it had snowed. April Fool, Mum. Nice try, not one of your best. That was until she drew back the curtains. Good old Mum. Peter Smith. That brought back, oh dear, poor old Peter. That brought back memories of the time that I had arranged to meet a pal in Cornwall for spring break. Blizzard on the M5 A30 meant I had to turn back at Telegraph Hill. Spent the half term at home while he luxuriated in our posh accommodation that I paid for. Nobody said life was fair, Peter. David Berlani from Spain, he says, most of Spain's quite high up, so snow is a common sight. Last winter had been very mild, and it wasn't until yesterday that we had some snow falling on us down at our level, and only a 15-minute flurry. Climate change, folks. It's creeping up on us. Simon the hairy golfer. Hello Ron, I see you're still in the shed. Not forgiven yet then. You know too much, Simon, that's the trouble. Right, last week's film was Tintern Station. Martin Hall reflects a lot of views, I think, when he says, what a beautiful part of merry England. Like I've said before, it's such a crying shame that so much of our railway heritage was systematically ripped up and thrown onto the scrap heap. That's Martin from the East Riding of Yorkshire, yeah. We're all with you, I think, on that one. Malcolm Richardson says, an enchanting area on the Lower Wye that must have been one of the best scenic routes in the country. But if it wasn't the best, it wasn't far off. Yeah, very true. Lionel and Mary Travels. Lionel and Mary have just put a video up on their channel of a railway walk. Midland and South Western Junction Railway. I think I might even have got that right. He said it could have been stood there in the 1930s. The station is beautifully preserved. I love the River Wye and that area is truly awesome. Yeah, if you want to visit, that's a good place to go. Paul from West Country Wanderings. You know, I struggle to put a film out every other week. Paul does about 3 every week. Amazing. The Wye Valley looking at its best. I love that spot at Tintern. So much railway interest in that area. Yeah, no one's going to disagree with that. Now, Andrew Merriman now has hit form. This is what our Andrew's good at. What a most enjoyable video, and how nice to see the station has been preserved, thanks to the efforts of Gwent County Council, the Countryside Commission and Monmouth District Council. Yeah, let's give them a shout out, because they deserve it, don't they? They deserve praise. Which the other councils were switched on. And then Andrew goes to describe the layout in great detail of everything that was there, why it was there and how it was there. And one of the things that came up in Andrew's notes was a thing called a loop siding. Now, I read it through and I thought it sounded a little bit complex, which I expressed to Andrew. Andrew replied, the loop siding arrangement is the most secure way of protecting a passenger running line. And then he goes on to explain how and why that is. And it's a wonderful read. So if you read Andrew's comments and then go to the section where I query it with him and then read the answer to that, you get all the information. It's very good, very, very good. Thank you, Andrew. And Michael from Poland again, a beautiful part of England. What a shame the line was closed. I think it would now be used a lot if the line remained open, simply because of tourism. What a magnet that will be. An opportunity to go on begging there. Philip Pankhurst. I commuted from Webley, I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure, north of Hereford to Bristol for a year, and I went down the Wye Valley through all 4 seasons. Amazing. Then he says, the job was terrible, but the journey to and from work was utter bliss. Oh dear. And lastly, train driver Rob, with his many talents. Train driver Rob says, I've cycled to Tintern a few times on what we call the bridge loop from Cheltenham. My Christ. I got a job to get to the shop and back. That's hundreds of miles from there, Rob. Must feel like it. That's wonderful. Right, okay. So there we have it then. Pick of the comments. Thanks to everybody that comments. Absolutely everybody. It's wonderful. I can't include everybody, but thanks to you all. Right, now, film club this week. We do like the quirky on Parkinson's walks, and believe me, this is quirky. It's a series of slides that I took, photographs that I took in 2002, would you believe? So the picture quality is not brilliant, but I think the saving grace on the film is the soundtrack. It's an old barrel organ, and it was performing in the centre of Gloucester, and the man there was selling tapes, old cassette tapes. It's gone back a few years, and I've included that on there. Just see what you think. You like quirky? You got quirky. Right, and the film. Okay, we're off tunnel hunting then next week. See if we can't find this elusive Tintern tunnel. Well, I say elusive, we can all see where it is. It's getting to it that's the issue, because if you look from the station side, it's just a sheer wall, isn't it, really? But if there's a way of getting to it, people will have found that out, and hopefully they'll have left some sort of a trail, a track or something for us to follow. So anyway, let's go see what we can find. So I'll meet you down at Tintern then next Friday. Don't be late.